Hello,
Oh, Mary, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. What about you?
Yes, I'm fine too. Yes. Is it hot in your place?
No, today it's not hot, little bit windy, but it's okay. Normal
Uh,
temperature, so it's
yes, yes. But
comfortable.
in Donetsk, it's rather hot and no wind, no rain, very dry. Yes. Are you going on holidays anywhere?
Mm, I'm going to, but I don't know, accurately I go or not.
You haven't decided yet.
No, I decide, but maybe something changes,
Ah, yes,
will change.
understand. So
So
it depends on some circumstances, yes?
yes.
Uh-huh, yes. I have been to the Azov Sea and it was wonderful. Yes,
Um,
yes, the sea is always nice. It's very
how
good to
long
swim and
you
bathe. Huh?
how long you had
How long
stay
have you been
there?
there? Yeah?
Yes.
Yes. Not much, about 8 days, no, more than a week. I think it's enough.
Yeah, I never was in a zoo.
And
I
huh?
always, I never was. I have
I
never was.
understand. Yeah, yeah, Mary, you should
Oh
say,
no,
I have never been. Yeah?
I have never been in
I've
a zoo
never.
city.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yes,
but
Mary, if you talk about, oh, hi,
Good evening.
always hi, we are speaking about the sea. Well, if you speak about your experiences, yes, the places, maybe some events, for example, parties, right? You should say, I've been to, but don't mention about the date. You shouldn't say, I have been there, for example, yesterday. It's impossible to say. It's possible to say, I was there yesterday, okay? But if you don't speak about the time, yeah, you should use present perfect and say, I have been to. Understood?
yeah,
Yeah. Yes. And Ulvi, do you like the sea?
Of course.
Hmm. Yes. And I know that you are from Baku, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yes. Uh, what sea? What kind of sea have you been to?
Mm, well, I have been in our Caspian Sea.
Caspian. Yes, yes, yes. I just forgot the name. Yes, Caspian Sea. Is it wonderful?
Unfortunately, it's I don't know, too
Dirty?
a little too dirty. Yes,
Ah, yeah,
I
yeah.
even don't want to be to
Ah,
swim this sea.
yes, yes, yes. I've never been to Caspian Sea, but I've been to the Black Sea and the Azov Sea. Of course, the Azov Sea is also not very clean, but sometimes when it's not stormy, it's rather clean. But the Black Sea is marvelous. Mary, have you been to the Black Sea,
yeah. Of
Black
course,
Sea coast? Hmm.
I, uh, I, I have
Ha-
been,
have been.
I have been in Black Sea many times.
Okay, and what city or what town?
Oh, different. Феодосия, Севастополь,
Oh,
Фиолент, Алушта, Ялта,
yes, a lot of places.
Судак.
Yes, and which is your best one?
I
Which
like
is your best? Hmm?
I like Fiolent. It's
What?
so clean. Fiolent,
Oh, I haven't heard about this. Misha, hi.
very clean place.
Mhm. Yes, quite right. Good of you. Now let's speak about leaders, and we shall confess that we are all leaders. Yes, in different situations. We should use our leadership qualities. Not always, maybe, but in some cases we are leaders. Even in the kitchen, women are leaders. Yes, and at our working places, we are leaders too. Of course, in general, there are not many absolute leaders. No, maybe the psychologists researched this field of leadership, and they say that real leaders, absolute leaders, are only 3% of all the people. How do you think, what is better for you? To be not the absolute leader, but to be or to have leading position, or to be a team player? Ulvi, what do you think?
Well,
What is better for you?
yes.
To be a leader or to be a team player?
Yeah, I think that the leadership is better than to be what you said, employee or work.
Team player.
Yes, or
Team
the
player.
leadership better than the team player, but
Really?
yes, but the leaders have too many responsibilities. That's
Right.
why it's not too easy. Yeah.
Yes, of course,
But
it's not easy.
yes, but I of course prefer to be a leader.
Yeah. Yes, very good. It's very good. As for me, I prefer being a team player under the leadership of a clever, intelligent person. Well, and Mary, what about you? Would you like to be a leader or a team player?
I never wanted achieve leadership position. It's not for me. I know it's not
Yes.
my cup of tea.
Because you haven't got the experience, have you?
Maybe partly.
Maybe. No, you've said that you haven't ever got leading positions, yes? But if you had the chance,
It's a little bit difficult to explain.
it's a bit difficult to say. But some people, they just feel the strengths inside and they have some leading qualities. That's why they can honestly say, yes, I have some leading features, leading qualities. Quite right. Yes. And how do you think, what makes a good leader? A character, Ulvi, what makes a good leader?
Well, the one of this, of course, it could be the character.
Character. Charisma, yeah?
Yes, of this person. Yes. It should. This person should be a little bit stronger, not I don't know, not to play with team. How can I say, with team players? Yes.
What do you mean? To be stronger than other members, yes, of the team.
Yes. Yes.
Than team players. Right, a bit stronger. Yes, of course, because if you are a strong person, other people will be your team players, and they will obedient and follow your instructions. That's very good. So you think about strong personality, yes?
Yes.
Mary, and what about you? What do you think? What makes a good leader?
I think a leader have to has
No, Mary, has to have.
has to
Mm-hmm.
has to have yes.
Да, yes, has to have.
Okay. I don't know. Strategy, quality, and leader has to be smart.
Yes,
And,
right, good.
of course, it's some kind of person, and it's very rare type of person because I don't know. I never met to leader in my life.
Good, very good phrase. I've never met a leader in your life. It's very good. He or she should be smart, should have some strategic view, some strategic policy, should have. Right. And Ulvi, have you ever met any leaders, real leaders? Of course, you have leading qualities, but have you met a leader who you admire?
Well, at school I always have been. No, I
No,
always
good.
have been a leader. Yes.
Yes.
I don't know when we organize something to do. I always to to let them bring the money and catch.
Understood. You collect, you organize events, yes?
Yes,
You organize.
Yes.
Okay.
Or when we play the football, I always had been a leader of team.
Yes, right. So you were a leader, yes, at school, yeah? You were
Yes.
a leader, yes.
Yeah.
Right. And now, are you a student?
Yes, I'm a student.
And
But
now, do you use your leading qualities?
unfortunately not. I don't know why, but I think it nowadays it's really too difficult for me to be a leader because I don't have to patient. I don't know to listen.
Interest.
Not interest, maybe the patience. You know what I mean?
Understood. You mean
Yeah.
this, yes? Patience.
Yeah.
This
Patience.
one, yeah? Mary, you know this word, yes?
Yeah.
Yes, you know.
That's why
You don't have patience enough to listen to
to
people.
listen. Yes, to listen.
And why?
I don't know, maybe they are too
Yeah.
stupid, or they have their opinions, of course, and it's too difficult to change their mind.
Okay, that's very good. Well, I see. Now, I'd like you to make some characteristics. Yes, make some characteristics of leaders. I give you the adjective, and you should say yes or no and explain why should a leader be. No, for example, why should a leader be persistent? Do you know this word? Persistent.
Yeah. Like
Uh-huh.
stubborn.
Not stubborn.
But more politely.
Persistent. Yes. Persist. Ulvi, do you know this word? Persistent.
Yes.
Yes, you know. Mary, must a leader be persistent?
Yes, of course. If leader wants to achieve
Yes.
something, of course it's important.
Uh-huh. Yes, quite right. He should or she should be persistent in order to achieve something, achieve his aims and so on. Right. Then, should a leader be persuasive? Look at this word. Do you know this word?
To change
Ulvi?
the mind, yes, as I said.
What?
To change the other's mind, yes.
Good of you, good of you. Very good definition. Ability to change someone's mind, to be persuasive, right? So you have answered the question. So, and why? Because he or she should make people do something, yes?
Yes, of course.
Press people or force people sometimes, maybe. What do you think, Mary? Cooperative.
Yes, of course it's also important. But you know, sometimes leader can be separated for two group. One is leader who everybody is scared, and another is leader who everybody love. So
Yes.
it's two-way be leader, and in one case you can be not cooperative person, but everybody is scared you, so that's why you leader, and you have, I don't know.
Yes, you have
Can
mentioned a very good, very interesting problem. What strategies, what approaches must leaders use? Right. The first is fear. Yeah, fear. It's very strong. It's very strong feeling, and if you fear somebody, of course you must or you have to work better. It's not very positive attitude. It's not very good attitude, but it's very active one. Well, Sasha, how are you? Do you hear us? Right. Yes. Next one, adventurous. Adventurous. How do you think? Do you know this word? Just a moment. Adventurous means from the word adventure. Something happened with my keyboard. Mary?
Yeah.
Yes, you know this one, yes? Adventurous. To be adventurous, what does it mean?
Like something, I don't know, but I don't know how it can be
Translated.
connect with leader.
Leadership. Why? Ulvi, how
Person.
do you think, can leader be adventurous?
Also possible, for instance, when the leader want to, I don't know, to do something incredible, yes.
Incredible, like modern billionaires, Bill Gates and somebody who organized and initiated great corporations. They were adventurous at the beginning. Mary, do you agree?
Maybe.
Жириновский.
It's like do something new all the time.
Adventurous, yes. Предприимчивый means, yeah? You know this, right? And one more. Informal. What do you think about this one? Sasha? How are you? Sasha? Don't hear us, yeah? Mish?
Yeah, maybe Alexander.
Okay.
But later.
Yes, but Sasha is always with us. Ulvi, what do you think? What about informality in communication with the staff? Informal style. Do you like this?
Leader with his workers, yes.
Yes, leaders with his workers. Or maybe it's better to be more official.
Yes, I also think that I think it's not quite good to be informal with
With the
your
personnel.
workers, yes.
Yes, with the personnel, right.
I think the formal one is too better and quite good.
And more effective, yes? More
Yes,
effective.
more effective.
More effective. You think it's more effective. Mary, do you agree with Ulvi that to be informal for leaders is the bad style?
Not always. Sometimes it's different company and it's depend on many
Depends.
factors. Depends on many factors.
Many factors. The
Yeah.
company profile.
I think,
Yes.
you know, I think like if you see on the leaders, they often use such kind of informal communication.
Informal, yes.
Yeah, like bad words and
Understand.
this one makes like leadership. Yeah.
But it's not called informal. Maybe it may be called rude style. Misha, yes.
But I think it's a part of informal. Yeah.
Part of informal approach, part of informal communication.
You
Quite
know, they
right.
wear not a suit, but some clothes like when they go to beach. Yeah, so it, and maybe it's okay for for some companies. Yeah.
Yes, for some companies it's okay, especially non-democratic companies, companies with a strong centralization, hierarchy. Yes, right. I know a couple of leaders with such an attitude to the personnel, who used swear words, ругательства, swear words, and so on. Okay. Now next, I'd like you to discuss the approaches which leaders should have to make people work, to make people do what they want. And this main approach, this typical approach, contains three levels, three parts maybe. The first one is delegation. This, then motivation, and then interaction. Delegation, motivation, and interaction. How do you understand each one? Yes, how do you understand? And then we shall discuss some details of these approaches. No, first of all, delegation. Delegation. Do you? No, I don't want to say do you like. Yes. Do you understand this approach? Delegation. Delegation in leadership. Delegation in management. Mary?
When you separate some responsibility for other people.
Not separate, but other word. The other word, share. Yes?
Yeah.
Share, yes. Share responsibility with other people, with other managers. Right.
The right word is share, because you cannot give responsibility to other person, because responsibility are not delegated.
You mean final responsibility? What kind of responsibility do you think of?
All. Maybe if you try to give some work, yeah, of course, you have a responsibility.
Yes.
You have it without any, you know, how to say, without process. You can do it yourself, and it's your responsibility. But you can give it to other person, and also it's your responsibility, because it's
yes, understood. You think that responsibility, this is your personal obligation. Yes, personal obligation, and you cannot share responsibility with the others, right?
You can share, but it's a kind of process when this person have responsibility and you also have this responsibility.
But what can leader? Yes.
You're responsible for person. In this case.
Maybe.
Of course, leaders are responsible for the people around him in the company or in some organization, right? What do you think, Ulve? Is it possible to share responsibility in the company when a leader shares his responsibility?
With his workers?
No, not workers, but managers of the top level or middle level.
Well, I don't think that it will be better to share your responsibilities, because if you're a leader, you should be responsible for all the, I don't know, works of your company, for instance, and don't share it with your managers and so on.
Maybe not responsibility, Misha. Maybe the workload.
Yeah.
Yes, workload.
We can say, okay, I delegate you this part of work. It's okay.
Part of work, not responsibility.
Yeah.
Yes, I understand. I agree with you. Because, for example, the head of my department, where I work, yes, foreign languages department, she's responsible for the final decision, yes, but I'm responsible, for example, for the partial decision, part of this decision, not the final, but the part of the decision. Understand? Mary, do you agree?
Yeah, I agree. I think it's a good idea.
Okay, right. Misha, we agree with you. Okay, what do you think about motivation, and what must or what can leaders do to motivate people? Mary, what do you think? Sasha? No, Sasha is not.
It can be some bonus money,
Right,
like that, and it can be punishment.
Punishment, yes.
But
You mean positive motivation and negative motivation, yes? Motivation very strong instrument, very strong mechanism. Yes. So the first you have mentioned, this is bonus, material or financial motivation. Then, what do you think about appraisal? Is it good? Appraisal. Look at it. Похвала. What do you think? Is it a good stimulus, or maybe for some people it's nothing? Just it's better to have money.
It's nothing because it's work.
What?
For some people it's nothing.
For some people it's nothing. For you?
It's work.
And for you?
Person. It depends on work.
No. I think it depends on the individuality, on the people's attitude, not just the kind of work, but maybe some people, they can work for nothing. They can work for very low payment, but they appreciate appraisal. They appreciate the attitude of the boss to them, and so on. Ulvi, what do you think about appraisal, похвала, as a kind of motivation?
Yes, of course, it's one of the best ways to motivate your workers, for instance. For example, the best way which I saw, it's to, the additional payment, yes. The
additional
bonuses, yes.
So appraisal is not enough, isn't it?
Maybe if it's impossible to pay, yes, additionally, of course, it's also better.
And understood. If your boss is short of money, yeah.
Yes.
It's possible for him or for them to appraise, and there are some special certificates, appraisal letters. Maybe you don't know, but I remember this special stands with photos of the best workers, of the best teachers. Do you know?
Yes, at school, the best teachers.
Yeah, at school, yes, at school. Right, especially in the factories and works, we can see this special stand, and the workers were proud to be on this stand with their photos. Right, good. Yes, Mary?
Philippines, I don't know how to say it. Move or not? Do you remember from?
What do you mean? I don't remember.
Филиппинское движение.
Yes, good.
Стахановская.
Oh.
Yeah, I heard, Mary, by the way, I heard Stakhanovskaya. Yes, I heard Stakhanovskaya.
Sorry,
Yeah, Stakhanovskaya, but I heard Stakhanovskaya, right. Then, what about competition for new ideas, Ulvi? Is it a good method of motivation? Competition for new ideas.
Well, yes, it's also one of the best ways of motivation. Yes, when you compete or
compete. Yes, when people
compete to each other, it leads to new ideas, and it's one of the best ways
Yes.
to improve.
Yes, to improve productivity, yeah? And of course, you can motivate, you have two aims: to motivate people, right? And to improve profitability of the company. This competition is very good. What do you think about regular training? Is it a good motivation? Some people dislike starting regular training. Budget. Mary. Training,
Yeah,
yes?
I think it's important things because all people, I think, don't have a perfect memory, so that's why people should
They should renew.
refresh, yeah, some
Renew
knowledge.
their knowledges. Yeah? Refresh or renew their knowledges. Right. So regular training is very good.
Yeah, I think if it's regular, it will work in any way, yeah, without thinking about bad memory or good memory. If you repeat it all the time, yeah, you can know after you will.
Yes, Mish, but you see, memory is very great problem. Very great problem. I think that Mary is right. Why? Because if you have said if you repeat, if you renew your knowledges, it's very useful. For example, in the sphere of education, we should we should improve our qualification every 5 years.
I know how it's working in a big companies, maybe like a bank or something like that. Yeah. So we have a distance system of education. It's like
yes, distance learning.
a special material, and after that you can answer on quiz or test.
Yes.
Test, and these materials are like this content are quiz every it's like maybe something changes. And,
very good idea.
you need maybe part of this text you remember, but you can repeat it and read it again, and maybe something a little bit change it.
Yes, yes. I think it's very good idea, distance learning for those who want to improve a qualification. It's very good because sometimes, in the most of cases, this training is formal, not official, not active, but formal. Yes, and it's very good. It would be for teachers, for managers to have such qualification courses to improve their qualification, training courses by distance. It's very good, I think. Right, and Ulvi, maybe you have got any other motivating instruments, many motivating, some motivating factors which can you recommend, which can be used to motivate people. So we have said about bonuses, we have said about appraisal, training, yeah, then competition. What are the motivating instruments, do you know? Has anything come to your mind?
No, I
Not
should think about it.
For example, to give chocolates.
A little prizes.
Coffee in the morning, free coffee in the morning.
Why not? It's also...
Yes, I think it will be. Yeah. Anything, Mary, and you?
Sometimes it's a rating of company, you know.
What you mean? Rating?
Yeah, if it's a good company and people won't work in this place. So if it's very, I don't know, good company, good place,
understood, understood, yes. People are proud. Commitment, it is called commitment. Just a moment. Commitment, this is the devotion. Yeah, you know this word, commitment, devotion to the company. Приверженность, преданность.
Well, okay.
Yes, and there is one more synonym. Loyalty. Loyalty. Yes, but loyalty is mostly used for customers. If customers prefer your company, they are loyal to your company. But if your personnel is devoted to your company, we can say they are committed to your company. Yes, so there is difference between loyalty and commitment. Understand? Yes, good of you. Now we have told about delegation, we have told about motivation, and now the last factor in leadership strategy, this is interaction. What is interaction, Mary? Interaction, what is it?
I don't know.
Interaction. Is it?
I don't remember.
It's very obvious. Communication. Взаимодействие. Yeah? Interaction. What kind of mechanisms or what kind of recommendations can you give for leaders to be more cooperative, to be more communicative? What do you think? I have some points, but first of all, I'd like to listen to you.
Sometimes leaders speak with speak with staff. It's okay, I think. And maybe some, I don't know, some holiday card from leader if it's big company, and they sometimes never see, they have never seen their boss.
Understood, yes, and you know that so many articles have been written concerning this, that there is separation between workforce and leaders or managers. Yes, to be more, and this is called to be more accessible. Do you know this word? Accessible. Yes, yes. To be more accessible, so to be connected with people, yes? Directly. Yes, very good recommendation. Right. Ulvi, what do you think? How to be more communicative for managers, for leaders?
Yes, it's for instance, when the leader don't know what to do, yes, it will be better to ask his workers to give him advice. It's one of the ways.
Yes, good of you.
Or the workers have new ideas, and if the leader are more accessible, yes, he can come to the room of the leader and tell him his ideas, and maybe the leader will realize these ideas.
Yes, very good. So you have agreed with Mary. Mary has also told us about this, to be accessible, to speak directly to people, yes, to ask for recommendation, to ask for help if leaders don't know what to do. That's very good. Any other recommendations? How to be more cooperative? No, for example, is it good to be more polite, for example, Mary?
Yes, of course, it's good in I don't know, for every people.
For every
I
person,
think it's
not people,
obvious
for every
rule.
person.
Yeah.
Right.
It's obvious rule.
Yes. Not to be rude, not to use swear words. Yes, quite right. is it possible to avoid formal language in communication? To avoid formal language? Avoid.
No, it's not possible. I don't know. If to be honest, I don't like when I go to shop and some shop assistants speak with me for you, but
Yes.
do you know, not in you plural, it's rude. I don't know, because I'm consumer, and I don't know, if I were in your she's place, I think I never.
Yes, yes, Mary. Very good phrase. If I were, yes, if I were on his place, it's possible to say, right? I wouldn't use such a language, yes, common language, rude language, yes, quite right. So it's better to be more official, and we have discussed it. What about not sending a lot of emails to their workers, to their employees? Is it Ulvi, is it good when you receive a lot of emails from a lot of messages and telephone calls from your manager, from your leader, from your manager?
I think if you are a leader, you should get too many emails.
Should get from others, yes?
Yes, from others.
But not to send a lot of emails.
Well, if you, of course, have a free time to answer them, of course, it's also better. But when you don't have, you're too busy, of course. I don't know, maybe to have your secretary, yeah?
Right. For example,
can answer for it.
Yes, good. For example, I hate getting a lot of emails or a lot of telephone calls from my boss, especially when the working time finishes. It's very unpleasant, right? And of course, it's very important for leaders or managers, because our bosses are our leaders, you see, to send a clear message. So to stick to the point, to say everything clearly. It's very important, because sometimes we don't know what he or she has said, or he or she has meant. We don't understand their message. That's why it's very, very important. This is my own experience in this. Quite right. Now, I'd like you, just a moment. Agree or disagree, yes? You know this exercise. Agree or disagree with me. Mary, a team always needs a leader. Is it right? Or maybe the leadership is not very important for a team, and every member can be a leader. Every team must have a leader.
Every team has a leader, because it's impossible to don't have leader, because somebody should be. It's obvious. I don't know.
Obvious. Understood. So, team
social relationship.
Team itself needs a leader. Even people who are not born leaders, they can be leaders if there is a vacant place. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. No. For example, can you be a leader in a small team?
In some, if I have some circumstances, I can be.
Yes, yes. The same here. Right. Now, Ulvi, what do you think? A team should change its leaders regularly, or it's impossible to change a leader? Not company, but a team.
Yes, and it's possible to change the leader. Yes, of course, but it's not. How can I say? It's not better to change it regularly. If the leader is, I don't know, very well, and he can regulate his team, yes, and there is the success. Why to change the leader? But if, of course, the leader is, I don't know, the stupid person make something wrongly, and it will be better to change him.
If they do something wrong, it's better to change them, but not regularly. Yes?
Yes, yes.
Yes. Okay. Let's speak about some organization. For example, ministries or state organization. Is it better to change their leaders or their heads regularly, Mary?
Change
No,
leader?
yes, of a big organization.
Oh, if it's big organization, I think no.
Why not?
Because every leader makes own rules, and if
Right.
rules all time changes,
It
change,
will,
it will be not good way for big company.
Right.
People
It would
also,
be very, yes, there would be very nervous situation for the personnel, yes?
yeah.
Yes, right. But we can watch that many state organizations, they have different leaders, they change their leaders, the government change the leaders, the ministers and so on, a lot. Why? Because of corruption, yeah? And some other cases. Quite right. Tension. What is tension? Ulvi, do you know this? Tension.
No.
Tension, this is the nervous situation when people feel not very free, when there are some personality clashes, conflicts, or there is some work pressure on you, tension, напряжение. Yeah?
Yes.
There may be different kinds of tension. Moral tension and work tension, psychological tension or moral tension, the same. Tension between team members makes a team more effective. Agree or disagree?
I think it's disagree in most cases, of course, because when the tension between the workers, I don't know, even between the team, the persons who are in the team, yes.
Yes.
When the tension between them, there occurs other problems. For instance, in the team, the football team, yes. When
Football
yes.
team, this is the ideal structure. There shouldn't be any tension.
Yes, if there is a tension between them, I think they can play and show the good results. If they will not understood each other. That's why I think it's not good.
It's not good. Yes, it's not good. Yes, but sometimes if members feel relaxed in a team, yes, they feel relaxed. They are very good friends. No tension between them. Sometimes it doesn't stimulate the work efficiency because there is no competition. Mary, what do you think about the tense among team members?
I think it's good because sometimes it stimulates people, but in some case, if it's creating work, I think in this case more important creating atmosphere around, so without tension.
So you think 50-50, yeah?
Yeah, for something it's
50-50.
appropriate, but something.
Right. No, golden middle. As people said, it should be a golden middle because to be totally relaxed in a team is also very bad. We don't want to work in this case at all. Right, Ulvi, teams need people with similar personalities to succeed. Teams need people with similar personalities, similar characters, in order to succeed.
Similar characters might be possible, but I think it's not the matter. It doesn't matter, yes, if it's similar characters or not. If there is,
Why?
I don't know, if there is goal to reach something, there's target. Yes, I don't think that the what you say, it's with letter C. With letter C, oh my god, I forgot.
Напишите.
What do you want to say?
Yes.
What do you want to say? In Russian.
In Russian.
I forgot really, but
Yeah,
can
forgot.
you repeat the question in this question?
The question was that teams need people with same personalities, yes, with same characters.
Characters, yes.
Yes, in order to be successful, in order to do work efficiently.
Yes.
Is it good or bad idea?
For me, it doesn't matter. Yeah.
For you, it doesn't matter at all. If people have one very good goal, it makes no difference.
Yeah.
If they are similar or if they are different, of course. But as I said, psychologists paid a lot of their attention to the problem how to combine people with different personalities in a team. And they say that an ideal team, for example, an ideal team should have 50% of women and 50% of men in order to work efficiently. And this is true, absolute true. When I have very great experience in working with different students groups, and I know that groups where the percentage of girls and boys is equal, 50-50. These groups, they learn much better than the groups where girls prevail or boys prevail. Understood me?
Yes.
Yes. So as for gender, it's better to have teams 50-50. But as for characters, I think also some percent of charisma, some percent of maybe different types, sanguinics and charismatic people and quiet people and so on. Mary, what do you think? Should a teams be different in personality? Different in personality.
It should be different because in this way it's better work together, and sometimes disagree which is other, but it's a process and it's necessary for people, for relationship.
Yes. Right. And the problem of anti-leader, yes, anti-leader. I think this is very great problem. Ulvi, you have leading abilities, I see. If you run a team and you find another strong person in your team, and he's so-called anti-leader, anti-leader. So he doesn't like your instructions. He has his vision, special vision. He has friends in this team. He contradicts, he or she contradicts your instructions and your orders. What would you do? Would you make friends with him? Would you dismiss him? What would you do?
I think the best way is to learn from our enemies, yes, and in this way also, if it's anti-leader, it will be better to learn from him what mistakes you're making, and
he makes.
No, actually, you makes why he's better than you, yes. Why you can't be as him or she as this person. So to change yourself and be better leader. Yeah.
Oh, yes, but theoretically, you're right. To change yourself, to learn your mistakes on the base of this conflict, not conflict, but the situation with anti-leader. But what would you do with this person? To make friends with him? No.
I think it's too difficult to be.
Yes, very difficult. I think yes, very difficult. I understand because I also have some situations in some groups when they have anti-leaders which contradict my instructions and my tasks, but it was very difficult to cope with such a situation. And the final question to Mary. Of course, leaders, they cope with different clashes, personality clashes, conflicts in the teams, in the companies, and so on. How do you think, first of all, what will be the ways to pacify, to overcome such clashes and conflicts? What should they do? What should the leaders do to overcome conflicts, personal conflicts between the members? Mary?
I think if a leader has a strong position, I think in this case leader can prevent this conflict.
Prevent, yes, you're right, very good word.
Because I think leader can be predictable person, of course, for company, and because it's, I don't know, part of logical activity. So in this way, I think leader can, and if it's happened, of course, I think this person should decide something and don't lose he or she strong position.
Right. If there is a conflict between a leader and the staff, or leader and the members of the staff, right? But if there is a conflict between the members of the team, how can a leader rule the situation? Ulvi.
Well, first of all,
because it's very difficult to predict the relationships between people.
Of course, first of all, to find the understanding and to find which one is wrong. Yes, who is the most
who is wrong? Not which one, but who is wrong.
Yes, who is wrong, and in this case, decide and maybe punish which make the mistake. Yes.
Right, to punish. Yes, very good.
Yeah.
What kind of punishment can be used? Dismissal?
I don't know.
Physical punishment.
What?
Physical punishment.
Penalty.
Yeah, physical punishment.
Misha, what do you want to say?
So maybe it's better to choose one of them and maybe to replace to
yes.
other team and to give a lot of work and try to separate it.
So you mean that replacement is the better variant to avoid the conflict situation, yes?
Of course, because if you have a conflict, it's this can like stop the working process. Yeah, they all time will think about conflict and do nothing. Yeah?
Right.
Or of course, you can fire some person if it's like not how to say if it's not a working question, yeah. If it's like
personal question.
Personal, yeah, between the people, you can fire.
Right. Okay, and finally, Mary, selecting the candidates to a company or to a team which is working at the very important project. What would you consider the first? Character, qualification, appearance, attitudes, maybe gender, men or women. Yes?
Charisma. Yeah?
Charisma.
Yeah. Charisma. It's first, I think. And logic.
Yes. You mean rationalism?
Yeah.
Rationalism. You don't want emotional people work.
No, it's impossible.
So you know that emotions are our enemies. You know this?
Yes, maybe. No, sometimes not. But I think leader can use emotion only in profitable way.
Right. Because leaders are rational, but
Yeah.
people are emotional, and people are used with their emotions. They are used by leaders, especially political leaders, for their aims. Because leaders, not very good leaders, political leaders, they appeal not to rationalism, they appeal to people's emotions, and that's why we have a lot of troubles. Because of emotions. So you will choose charismatic people. And Ulvi, what kind of people would you use? Not would you use, but would you select for your team? People with good qualification, experience, with good character.
Well, I think
What will be the privilege for you?
for me, if the leader are really clever and can persuade the other people, yeah.
You mean leader, yes, leader. But you are the leader, and you select your staff.
Well, someone who is really hard worker.
Hard worker.
Yes, hard work.
Yes, hard-working people, yes.
Do his work very
with enthusiasm.
Yes, with
yes, enthusiasm, hard work, and desire in people. Yes, quite right. Good of you. So our lesson is finished. Thank you very much. Yes, I like working with you. Yes, and next time we'll continue speaking about managerial problems, problems of quality, and so on. So join us next time. Goodbye, Ulvi. Goodbye,
Thank you
Mel.
for listening.
good
Goodbye.
night.
Nice.
Bye.
Nice talking to you.